Bro, did you see God damn it. Kay, why do you have to do this to me?
Literally nothing in the comment about Mike Gundy, but just because Kay is a Pokes fan.
I'm not even going to describe this video. I'm just going to play it for you.
This place has had tremendous success for 18 and a half years or 19. I can't do the math real good, and so unfortunately in life, most people are weak. And as soon as things start to not go as good as what they thought, they fall apart and they panic. And then they want to point the finger and blame other people. That you see it happen in everyday life. People do it all the time. That's why I refuse to watch the TV and watch the news, because I get tired of people complaining and bitching about this and that versus just doing something about it and trying to figure out a way to make it better. Well, that's what happens in college athletics. And as Jenny said, she's exactly right. It's just on the bigger stage where people can voice their opinion. And in most cases, the people that are negative and voicing their opinion are the same ones that can't pay their own bills. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of their own family. They're not taking care of their own job, but they have an obligation to speak out and complain about others because it makes them feel better. But then in the end, when they go to bed at night, they're the same failure that they were before they said anything negative about anybody else.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Like,
is there anybody at Oak State or any Oak State supporter who still is in Mike Gundy's camp? Are you out of your mind? He just attacked Oklahoma State fan. He just said, you're miserable in your life and that's why you're criticizing me. No, Mike, we're criticizing you because you haven't won a goddamn thing in the Big 12 this year.
True.
Facts.
And you're going after garden variety fan who in that miserable job and in his miserable life saves up his money to make sure he can go to BPS to watch you play football.
Because this team is just hot ass.
And that's the guy you chose to go after you did your DUI thing at Big 12 Media Day, after you didn't punish Ollie Gordon, and he's been one of the worst running backs in the league. And your offense has been one of the worst offenses in the league. And your defense is now worse than your offense.
Google me.
And it's the blue-collar workers' fault for criticizing you.
Bruh.
What are we doing, Mike? Why are you talking?
Help me. Help me.
And again, I want to be explicit about this. This criticism has nothing to do with Oklahoma State per se. This we could be talking about, like, if Gundy coached any other team, my take would be the exact same. This dude talks too much and does not win enough. You have not won it. You have not been to the college football playoff. You have not been a serious Big 12 championship contender yet in modern day, probably 6-7 seasons, right? In the modern day college football playoff era, what has this dude done? I don't care about 2005 or 91, or I don't give a damn about any of that. This guy needs to stop talking and needs to start winning football games, or he shouldn't be your head coach. Like, I'm done with, oh, it's Casey Dunn, or it's this dude, or it's that dude, or Bowman sucks, or Rangel's a freshman, or a young guy, or whatever.
Or Flores in my mom.
Yeah,
and, come on, dude.
Like, I'm done with all that, bro. This is a very straightforward conversation. This dude just criticized your fans, and he's done a terrible job this year. And you want to say that the fans are miserable, and the fans are weak, and essentially the fans are stupid, and that's the only reason they're criticizing you. It is anytime a head coach, collegiately or in the pros, is criticizing fans, you're in trouble. You're in deep trouble, because you're not saying, yeah, you know what? Like, you know what he should have said there? Hey, these fans, they should be criticizing us. They should be complaining. We haven't been very good. I haven't done a good enough job. That's what you should be saying, Mike. Not that their lives are miserable and they have nothing else to do and the media is biased against Oklahoma State. Like, it's just such a tired take, man.
I am shocked by it. And, we have
as
not.
As a fan, what do you think of that? Sunbury? Like, and I'm genuinely asking you, man. Like, does that not upset you?
I don't even know how you. I don't know. Fuzzy balls for $5. Congrats to the Florida State Cinnamon Rolls, who have gotten 0 takeaways for 6 consecutive games. Talk about a team quitting on an epic scale. Where did they go? Where did they go? I have no idea. San Diego State Glenny said the deplorables aren't paying their bills either. Wow.
You see what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Who are you?
And donuts. I've been waiting for a Gundy rant. Beautiful, Monty. Classic. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We do what we can. Daniel Dixon, he's making Oak State look like the old Iowa State when Iowa State was lucky to win 3 games a year.
Yeah.
You're
like,
not wrong.
How are you as a fan? And I'm serious. I'm very curious. Like, Oklahoma State fan, are you not in the fire Mike Gundy camp at this point?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would make a move on him. After that, you don't attack fans. You don't attack the lifeblood of your football team. You don't do that in my belief. You don't do that in Survive. You just don't. You're attacking the guy that sits in the upper deck. That's the last flipping guy you want to go after.
Yes.
You don't do that. And you know what the real problem here is? And I'm going to play the video again because I think it's perfect today. Oak State fans are phenomenal. They're passionate. And what video perfectly illustrates that?
I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream. There's no point to, because this team is just hot ass. They're terrible. It makes no sense. It's inexplicable. Casey Dunn, Brian Nardo are both equally as bad. Alan Bowman isn't good. Zane Flores is either hurt, he isn't any good, or Mike Gundy just hates us all.
Well, now Mike Gundy hates y'all.
He confirmed that.
And he confirmed it.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing. Obviously, dude's a media member, but you can tell he's got passion. Look at how huge his cheekbones are.
Yeah, that take is not wrong, though. That's the thing I have for Gundy.
I said, look how huge it... Never mind. Can I not get a reaction out of you on cheekbones?
Bruh.
What am I supposed to say to that, dude? What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I don't.
But my point is,
agree.
Poke fans' take is not wrong. Like, Bowman is not good. The defense sucks. The offense sucks. Mike Gundy doesn't have control of his program. Perfect example. Yesterday on the show, I said that Joey McGuire at Texas Tech better have a backup plan or a recruit coming in to backfill Taj.
He better.
You'd have thought that I said that Joey McGuire is the worst head coach in Texas Tech as a poverty program based on the reaction of Texas Tech fan in our comment section yesterday. Like I got called stupid yesterday in our comment section for saying that.
But I mean, you are.
Yeah.
F around and find out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I do on a daily basis on this show. But it's just incredible to me that like Poke fans not just out here like, yeah, we're done. It's over. Like, thanks, Mike. Time to move along. Like, I'm shocked by it.
Yeah. Why do you say Glenn says it's a very interesting program today? Is that a compliment?
Yeah. What's up, Glenn?
I appreciate that. Hope everybody votes today. Do you understand the gravity of today? NFL trade deadline. We have got election day. Like it's everything you need. Make it happen. Glenn, good to see you, my friend. Michigan State should make a call to Ollie. Ollie's not going to Michigan State. If Ollie transfers, he's going he's a Texas kid from Fort Worth. My opinion is he's going back to Texas. And he should, because if he transfers, he's got to win. Period. That's it. That's the whole story. Michigan State's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd be all about that, in my opinion. Welcome to the nightmare. Gundy criticizing the fans is ridiculous. What he needs to be criticizing is his own coaching.
Yes.
Fuzzy balls. Are you a tennis player? Oklahoma State is trying to be like Kansas Jayhawks of the 2010s. Wow. Stadium guy James, Gundy is frustrated that his OC and DC suck. So do something about it. I've given up hope about Oak State going to a bowl. Well, now you have Baylor and TCU and Texas Tech. You're a fan of all of them, right? If the linebackers get medical red shirts, we'll be good. You're not going to be good. You're not talented. You're either not talented or you don't coach well. It's not a player problem. You need a massive change in coaching. And if you don't do Kalani when he fired his best friend as defensive coordinator and brought in Jay Flipping Hill, you don't make a move on that scale. If you don't go and get, look at Ryan Day going to get Chipmunk Chip Kelly with them huge acorn. Anyway, my point is, if you don't go and get Chip Kelly, if you don't go and get Jay Hill, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. Oh, wow. Wow. Jaden Mayava, the starting quarterback at USC. Wow. Miller Moss done at USC. 4 of their last 5 games, 4-5 on the season. Wow, wow, wow. Jaden Mayava, who, again, and we talked about this at length on the show. You remember that?
Yes. He
transferred to SC. He's a sophomore. So he could be the guy. Dude, that's huge. That is huge.
So there's two reasons as to why Lincoln would do this. Obviously, they need some kind of injection of energy, of course. But if you're Lincoln Riley, are you not trying to change the narrative, the conversation on your program right now?
Wow.
That's why I think he's doing this. I think that, I've been saying it all year. Miller Moss is not a special quarterback talent. Like, he's decent, he's solid, but he's not like, I'm going to put you over the top, or my arm talent's just so incredible, or he doesn't have those intangibles as a quarterback. Now, he's, again, a good leader. He's typically not going to lose you the game. But the problem is in college football, you need your quarterback to be able to go and win you the game. And he can't do that. He just has shown time and time again.
Yeah, I think it is very interesting to me that you look at the reaction to this, and I think you will see that this is what you're supposed to be doing. Boy, what a day of breaking news on this program. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
All our breaking news brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, the best daily fantasy app in the business. You guys, they still have the best promo. Monty Show listeners, you get the app downloaded on your phone. Use the promo code Monty to open up a new account at Prize Picks. You deposit $5, you get 50 more instantly at Prize Picks. Hook it up. It's awesome. I won again last night. Now, I would like to say my anger towards Tampa was misplaced on this show. Because I needed did you guys see what the long field goal in that game was last night? I know you guys, you don't watch football like Monty watches football.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I am that guy. Did you guys see that Chase McLaughlin made a 47-yard field goal last night? Okay. So I needed Buckcrack and McLaughlin, or Bucker. My bad. I mispronounced that jerk's name. McLaughlin and Bucker last night. I get Travis Kelce. I had him at 5.5 receptions. I went more. He had 14.
Nice.
Shake and Baker Mayfield, 1.5 touchdown passes. He had 2. I went more. Life is good.
And when I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
McLaughlin and Buckcrack, I needed a 48-yard field goal. One of them had to kick a 48-yard field goal. McLaughlin kicked a 47-yard field goal.
Embarrassing, dude.
I lost. No, I won because I'm smart. I took Monty's advice. That's me.
Hey, Monty.
Monty took Monty's advice and played a flex play. So I won $25 on it last. Look at all the SC people texting me.
Oh, God.
My guy Stan, who is a ridiculous USC fan, he gives, I'm not even going to say how much he gives. He gives tens of thousands of dollars a year to that program. Miller Moss isn't the problem. Fire that jackass.
Dude.
My other buddy Chad, who's a USC alumni. Honestly, I think it's a good idea to bench.
He has our full respect.
Fire that jackass.
The reaction is amazing.
Out of here.
One of the other people who shall remain nameless. Miller Moss sucks, but not as much as Lincoln Riley. That MFer needs to go. Dude. SC fans are so pissed.
So I said, yeah.
And yet, this is why I say, like, as a Notre Dame fan, it pisses me off that Marcus Freeman is mid, because that won't get him fired.
It vexes me. Terribly vexed.
If you're an Oak State fan, how are you not on the same MFing level with
You ought to know. You bought it.
that MFer?
Fire that MFer.
I love it. That's what I love about the passion of sports. Anyways, download the Prize Picks app. Oh yes, I already have my my NBA pick. I won $90 on my NBA pick last night because I went all heaters. And I got to tell you, watching the Laker game, I just want to snap and break something, which is fine because the Lakers lost to the Pistons last night.
It's embarrassing.
Anthony Davis came through, though. I had him on a heater at 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I took more, thankfully, because he had 50. He put up a 50-piece nugget. I hate saying nugget. He put up 50 last night. Anthony Davis I think he's the most valuable player in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Jake convinced me to do something stupid. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Nebraska is adding former Houston and West Virginia head coach Dana Holgerson to the staff as an offensive consultant. He'll work with the offensive staff in a role that will evolve as the season goes on.
There you go.
How many times have people on this show said Dana Holgerson's got to get a job?
Well, there you go.
Oak State fan, you should be pissed.
And they're better for it.
I would agree with that.
He's not a head coach, but he is a damn good coordinator if he becomes that.
I would agree with that. Jake convinced me to take Steph Curry 3.5 3-pointers made. He made 4. So now, and I feel almost stupid with this last one because the Jazz beating the Bulls is the worst loss of the season for the Jazz.
What's wrong with you?
The Jazz beating the Bulls was a huge loss for that team.
Terrible.
And I got emotional about my Chicago Bulls. But it paid off. Because Ayo Dosunmu last night on a heater was 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. My guy had 25, 5, and 5.
I think I've hit it every time. I mean, I'm almost like Notre Dame.
Chaboy won. Terrible loss for the Jazz last night, beating the Bulls.
Yeah.
135-126. The Jazz beat the Bulls in what amounts to the worst performance of the season for the Jazz.